Hello, lovely people. Greetings to you all. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you are doing great. I'm so happy you are here to watch this video. Thanks a lot if you are an OG of this channel, and if you are new, you are warmly welcome. Today we are making dried cassava flour, Konkonte in my local dialect. This video is so short, so without wasting my time, let's get to the kitchen and start preparation of this interesting recipe. It's all about cassava, okay? It's all about cassava. First of all, you need to ferment your cassava by leaving it in water for 3 to 5 days. It shouldn't exceed 5 days, guys. At least 3 days is okay. You have to ferment the cassava in order to get the right taste for your konkonte. Alright? If you just use the cassava like that, like fresh from the market, you will not get the right taste and smell of the konkonte that we used in Ghana. Okay? So guys, can you see this? Cassava is fermented and is oxidized. And that's what we are going to use to make our konkonte or dried cassava flour. First of all, you have to peel the skin, and that's what I'm just doing. I'm peeling off the skin, and you can see that this cassava doesn't look fresh at all. It's kind of yellow. The color is changing, guys, and that's what we are looking for. Alright, so we have to peel off all the skin of the cassava, and then when that is done, we're going to either cut it into pieces or grate it. But in this video, I'm going to grate it, guys. So I'm going to use that big part of the grater to grate the cassava. You can as well use your knife to cut it into smaller pieces. So guys, if you are enjoying my video so far and you are new on this channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe already, okay? Click on the red subscribe button. Also, don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload new videos. Also, recommend this channel to friends and families who would like my recipes, okay? I also have appetizing and amazing recipes on my channel, so you can check them out, okay? Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment, share, and again subscribe. So we have to finish grating all these cassava, and when that is done, we will take it outside or leave it where the sun is for it to dry up. Yes, so guys, we are done with the grating, and we're going to leave it in the sun for as long as it will take for it to get so dry and crunchy. And we are back after 3 days. It can even take you less than a day to get it dried up, okay? If you live in a sunny area, kudos to you. That means you are so fortunate to get it done in a day. But I didn't get that chance. That's why it extended to this 3 days. But all the same, I'm all done and good. And look how crunchy it is. This is perfect. This shows that it's perfect. I can already smell the konkonte. Yes. I can already smell it. Look at it. It's so dried. That means my job is going to be so easy. I mean, grinding is going to be so easy. So guys, it's time for us to grind it in our blender. This job is done. It's done, guys. It's done. This is how to get the perfect konkonte for your abetie. Okay, for your abetie. You have to let the cassava ferment. That's the main important point here. Let it ferment for 3 days or at least 5 days. It shouldn't exceed 5 days because it's going to be dark in color, and when you make your konkonte or your abetie, the color is going to be so dark, and that is not going to be nice. That color is not appealing at all. So make sure it stays in the water for like 3 days. then the color will change a little bit from white to brown or yellow. I said it shouldn't exceed 5 days, okay, or else it's going to ferment more and the smell and taste will be bad. Like you don't even like it. All right, so guys, we are going to add this one and finish with all the dried cassava. All right, lovely people, make sure you always grind your cassava as smoothly as possible. Take your time, give it time to grind smoothly. That's all you need for this konkonte, okay? Because we don't want to have lumpy konkonte in order to make lumpy abetie. You not even enjoy the food, so it needs time, okay? And when that is done, again, take your time and sift it, all right? So we are doing just that to see if there are some lumps hiding somewhere, all right? And I'm not sure you get some lumps, okay? Because I took my time to grind it well, well. But it could be tricky, so you have to always do this, all right? In order not to get lumpy konkonte. And we are doing just that. We are sifting it to see if I'm deceiving myself by saying there are no lumps in there. Let's check and see. Ooh, I love the smell already. Just as what we use in Ghana, the smell. Konkonte straight from Ghana. Can you see that? It looks so perfect, so smooth, and so lumpyless, guys. Smooth and lumpyless. Now let's try it. Let's try some konkonte recipe. You just have to pour some in your saucepan or your pot. You add some hot water. The same way that you make your fufu, use the same process to make your konkonte. This is the color we are looking for. Okay, this is the color. It shouldn't be white and it shouldn't be darker than this. This is so nice, guys. So yes, we achieved a perfect and nice konkonte. So always make sure that your cassava ferments for 3 days. Don't use the fresh one from the market, the white one. If you want the perfect color like this, let it ferment. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are inspired. I hope this video is helpful. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Click on the bell button so that you will be updated. Okay, you get my updates, and also recommend the channel to friends and families who will be interested in my appetizing recipes. I love you all. Thank you for watching and stay blessed. Bye bye.